Chris, thank you. The news left a central Kentucky community in shock today. State leaders announced low-level, naturally occurring radioactive waste had been illegally dumped in an Estill County landfill.
That waste came from out of state, and many people in Estill County want to know if it poses any danger to them. Tonight, the State Department of Public Health tried to calm fears. Our Monique Blair is at the live desk now to begin our top story team coverage. Monique?
Well, Sam and Amber, sometime between July and November of last year, state leaders say a company from West Virginia illegally dumped 1,600 to 1,800 tons of radioactive material into the Blue Ridge landfill in Estill County. Tonight, the Kentucky Department for Public Health says there is no reason to be concerned at this time.
Preliminary investigation of our radiation health branch employees indicates that there is no radiation level above what we would normally expect in the background at the surface of this landfill.
An investigation was opened earlier this month after a contractor alerted state officials that radioactive materials may have been dumped into the landfill. The state found that, in fact, 47 boxes, each the size of a large dumpster, had been deposited.
The material came in containers, okay, so it should have been secure in those containers before it got to the landfill. So the area that we're most concerned about is the landfill, that site itself, okay, and not other surrounding areas in Estill County.
It was illegal to dump this material, for one, because Kentucky limits where radioactive materials can come from, and West Virginia is not one of those places. Also, the material that was buried was more than 300 times the legal limit for radioactivity to be buried at a solid waste landfill. Although state officials say their preliminary investigation deems the area safe now, they are still looking at the potential effects that may have occurred back when the material was dumped.
First of all, what the potential exposure was at the time of the dumping to employees there and others who may have been around the site.
Now, the Division of Waste Management plans to site the landfill. Also, they will enforce the landfill to do whatever they have to make sure it's safe, which could include removing the radioactive material and sending it somewhere else. At the live desk, Monique Blair, WKYT.